In my work in the financial industry, I travel a lot. But most of us have miles to go before we earn a trip thanks to a frequent flyer program. Which brings us to this report from Anna Warner.
You can put your clothes in there, and I'm putting the boys' clothes right here. Oh, we got plenty of room in here.
When we caught up with Cincinnati residents Dan Miller and his wife Carolyn, they were getting their 6 kids ready for a spring break trip to California. Sounds expensive, right? But
I would say we'll manage to take this trip for probably $500.
$500 for a family of 8.
For a week.
In fact, the Miller family's been able to travel the world on a computer programmer's salary.
This is a map that I got for Christmas last year. Red tracks the places that I've been.
All by using airline miles or credit card points.
Okay, so how many credit cards do you have?
I would say between my wife and I, we probably have maybe 40 cards.
40?
Yeah. A couple of years ago for Christmas, my kids made me this.
He's not your average card user, though.
It says Dad's credit card
binder.
Miller got so good at this card game, he started writing a blog called Points with a Crew.
You don't have to be as crazy as I am. I like to tell people, if you do it right, you can really, with 1 or 2 additional credit card signups, you can take your family somewhere for free using those miles.
And guess what? The savings really add up.
I would say tens, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars over the course of the last couple of years.
No surprise to Brian Kelly.
You are literally throwing money away if you're not getting miles and points.
He should know. He's the points guy.
At the gate, I met my butler, Aaron, who brought me on board and introduced me to my 3-cabin suite, which, to be honest, was a bit smaller than I expected.
Someone who turned a lifelong passion for travel into a website that gets over 3 million views a month from fans eager to learn his secrets.
The first thing to do if you want to have a good miles and points strategy is to get the right credit cards. These are not frequent flyer programs anymore. They're frequent spender programs.
So why is it worth it for the credit card companies to do that?
It's a huge business. So the credit card companies charge merchants for every time you swipe your credit card. The merchant is paying the credit card issuer for the ability to process your transaction, and then the credit card company kicks you back a portion of that in the form of rewards.
The airlines make out too, getting roughly half their profits by selling miles to credit card companies, who use them as incentives to get consumers to sign up for their cards, often with huge sign-up bonuses.
I view it as a way for the common person who can't afford that $10,000 first-class seat, but you can book it using miles and points. Everyday people can travel like millionaires.
Sacramento here is where we're going next, and then Peru we're going in a couple of months.
On the other hand, both men warn their readers not everyone should play this game. If you're in debt or don't pay off your card balances in full every month, this game will not deal you a winning hand.
You absolutely have to have financial discipline. No amount of rewards that you're getting are going to offset the 25% interest that you're paying on your credit card balance.
But for Miller, it's been an inexpensive way to offer his kids a valuable lesson.
People are just people. Whether it's in another state, another city, another country, people are pretty much the same no matter where you go. And being able to see that, I think, makes a big difference.
Good point.